Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're here at BMW to review a petrol enthusiast car which has a turbocharged petrol engine that's mounted in the front and the drive sent to the rear wheel. A car that looks like this. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have with us today is the BMW 530i. So we don't have a lot of time with the car, just a couple of minutes. So I'll run you through all the specs in the car and let's get going. So first step, coming to the front, you have a beautiful looking front end where everything seems proportionate. Now sadly this is not the M Sport variant, but this is the Sportline variant, which has a lot of sports stuff in this, like the active kidney grills. You also have functional air vents over here. You have a huge air dam to cool the engine inside. Now if you see the front end of this car, everything, the headlamps, the kidney grill, all go hand in hand. Unlike some of the newer BMWs like the 4 Series and the 7 Series, where the grills are larger than the car and looks a bit disproportionate. Coming to the bonnet as well, it is a nice plain bonnet with not too deep creases, just like subtle creases which look really nice. So coming up to the side profile of the car, you have a beautiful sedan silhouette with a long hood up front and a semi-long boot at the back, which is not too high. You have a beautiful roof line that kind of looks coupe-ish. You have these crease lines on the top of the door as well as the bottom. Now the alloys are 17-inch multi-spoke alloys. It kind of looks small for a car of this size, but the extra bit of rubber will help you with all the extra bit of fun that you're going to have with this car. And when you live in a country where you have such beautiful roads, the thicker rubber is definitely going to give you a much comfortable drive. So coming to the rear end, you have a beautiful looking rear end with a nice flat long boot at the back. Kind of reminds me of the old school sedan designs. Really looks nice in comparison to, say, the 3 GT or the 6 GT that has a higher boot end. This really looks well and accompanies the car perfectly. You have a nice 530i batching over here with nice LED tail lamps that wrap the car around perfectly. You have dual exhaust tips at the bottom, make the car look a little bit more sporty, and they aren't fake, they are real. So that's a plus point to it. So let's look at the boot space. Now, coincidentally, the boot space as well is a 530 litre boot space, which kind of looks cramped up when you look at it, but that's because it has a spare wheel at the bottom. Now BMW has finally given a spare wheel on their newer generation cars, which weren't there previously. It's nicely padded and really looks nice. So let's hop on inside and see what's there inside. So now hopping on the inside, and you have a beautiful looking interior as well, which is really luxurious. You have a dual tone dash over here which has soft touch material on the top and the bottom as well. You have this piano black finish going all around the car, adding to that sporty name tag to it, like Sportsline. You have a new steering wheel as well, which has paddle shifters over here. Now this has the new virtual cockpit over here, that you have a lot of functions on this, and it also changes the color outline according to the driving mode that you're in. So right now we are in sports, so you have the red dials over here. If you go into comfort, you get the orange outlines, and then when you go in eco, you have the blue. Now you also have another mode to drive the car, that is the individual mode, wherein you can customize the drive. Now this is the new infotainment system over here that has a lot of features like Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, and everything that you need to have in the car like this. You also have gesture control, so you can increase and decrease the volume depending on how you want it with just the gesture of the thing. You have the iDrive controller over here, so you can scroll through all the different menus of the car and select different tracks and stuff like that from here as well, here only. You have also ambient lighting, which you can change into multiple colors. You have the ambient lighting that runs all the way over here on the side of the doors, so it really gives a nice sets the mood basically depending on the color that you choose. Now you have a nice decently sized sunroof on the top that gives out the brings out the airiness in the car, and that's about the front of the car. Let us hop onto the rear and show you what else. Oh, before that, I forgot to mention about the front seats. They are really comfortable. You also have heated and cooled option as well, wherein you can heat the seats and cool the seats as well. Now coming to the key, this is the nice huge chunky key that BMW has, the new one. It has a lot of functions on this. You can go through a lot of things, so it's a really nice smart key. And let's hop on the rear and see what's there at the back. Now hopping on the rear end, the first thing that you notice, you have good amount of knee room over here, decent amount of headroom as well over here. The under tie support is a bit less, but I wouldn't complain much about it. You have a nice center armrest over here that has dual cup holders as well over here. You have your own AC temperature controlled AC vents at the back with 2 USB slots and a 12 volt charging slot as well at the bottom. You have a nice big door pads over here that can house your 1 liter bottles with ease. Now the seats come with this airplane style magazine holders that are really helpful. They also come with manually adjustable sunshades over here. Now this help you to keep you away from the scorching heat of the sun. You also have sunshade at the back. This is electronically adjustable but can be controlled from the front. Now overall a really nice rear end to sit in. You also have the ambient lighting that runs over here on the doors and the piano black finish that continues from the front to the back as well. Overall, yes, again a really nice rear end to sit in and enjoy those long drives. So now coming to the soul of the car before we wind up, what we have under the hood is a 4-cylinder twin power turboed petrol engine that produces 252 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque, all power to the rear wheel, which is more than adequate for our roads in India. So what's my final verdict in the car? Now BMWs are known to be very tasteful driver focused cars, and that's what they do best. It all comes down to the looks of the car. And with the way BMW is going on with their new design language, I would still pick this. And with the new 5 Series right around the corner, I would suggest that you pick this one while it's still on sale. Do let us know in the comment section below what do you all think about that. So with that guys, we wrap up today's video. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share this video so that we get a lot more content your way. Thank you. See you next video.